Then we get a package for the TNT title, and it goes into the match to determine the first ever TNT champion, the American Nightmare Cody, with his head coach, the head coach of the Nightmare family, Mr. Arn Anderson, against the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer, with Jake the Snake Roberts. And of course, Mike Tyson is there to present the title to the winner, and also has been given free reign for whatever that matters in the match. So first off, thoughts on the belt. I thought it was interesting. They did call out that it was unfinished.
yeah.
So
that was interesting.
That was interesting. At first I saw it, I was like, that doesn't look right.
Just the color combo brought me back to the NWA television title. It's the first vibe I got from it. But I don't know. Calling out that it wasn't done. I guess they're just going to be open and honest about the coronavirus situation.
Yeah.
Since WWE really isn't mentioning it at all. It's just kind of don't talk about it at all. AEW is doing the opposite.
They definitely did that. And they did mention, though, that they're going to add gold plating, right? So it's going to be actually red and gold, right? Okay, gotcha.
I think so. Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to be accents or completely gold or what they meant by that.
That'll be something to hopefully they can unveil shortly, because it is a pretty prestigious title with Mike Tyson handing it out, an unfinished belt. So, you don't see that often. So question for you. Does Lance Archer have the best entrance in professional wrestling today, where he comes out and kills somebody?
It's definitely the most unique, and it plays his character perfectly.
Yeah, so he comes out, you have the Jake Tyson tease early on. One part I liked. So at the very beginning, Archer and Cody come up in before the match starts, and the ref asks them that this is their opportunity. If they want to shake each other's hands, they can start. And during that, when the ref is kind of, getting that out and saying like, hey, we talked about this in the back, you hear Lance Archer say, I don't give a shit. I thought that was hilarious.
More realism. I like the realism. That's how men talk when they're about to fight.
So they start off the match. An interesting way to start it. First move out of the gate, Lance Archer hits the blackout. Cody, of course, rolls out. I was actually kind of hoping the match ended there. I thought it would have been amazing.
I loved the whole opening. I thought that was really good. And the way Cody's like, oh, shit, and he had to get out. So it plays into the whole strategy thing, like, oh, shit, I'm going to hit with the finisher. I got to get out of there, Not just so much going through the motions, but real reaction type stuff.
And it highlights and emphasizes Arn Anderson as his coach, because I know he beat Darby Allin with the famous knees up, it just shows that he's more strategic and logical with Arn there at ringside. Also, I absolutely loved I believe Cody was going for a springboard cutter, and then Archer hits him with the pounce.
Yes,
crushes it. I love that.
Right. Old Monty Brown. I think Archer is a friend of Monty Brown from way back in the day. But Archer had a injury a few years ago, and Monty Brown showed up for his benefit show, I believe. So probably where he picked up that skill.
Oh yeah, the alpha male.
Yeah.
So then you have a lot of cutbacks to Mike Tyson. I think this might be some meme-worthy moments from the show. The Tyson laughing, and then the next cutback, he's yawning. I'm just like, what the heck? And of course, he's like, the opening or in the entrance for Lance Archer when he's beating up the enhancement talent. I think it was Lee Johnson. Maybe I might be wrong on that one. And Tyson's like laughing, like this is hilarious. Like he loves it. So crazy Mike Tyson cutaways, which I don't think you'd expect anything less.
I think if it's an unproduced Mike Tyson, I think WWE would have had him step by step. Here's how to walk. Here's how to look. Here's how to react to everything. And AEW just kind of said, here's the basics, and then just go run with it from there.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Tyson is he's Mike Tyson. He's the baddest man on the planet, even at in his 50s, and so he can do whatever he wants.
And he's also a big wrestling fan, and it comes across when he's at shows like this. Lifelong wrestling fan. He can talk all about Bruno Sammartino all day long.
And he's leading the cheering for Cody at one point, but then he ends up kicking Arn Anderson and Jake. It's crazy. I mean, he's just Mike Tyson. The one part I didn't like about this match had nothing to do with the major players. Not Lance Archer, not Cody Rhodes, not Arn, not Jake, not Tyson, not the referee that I just can't stand, that referee, Bryce Remsberger. You have Big Swole out there in the crowd, and I don't know if it was planned, but it just comes across as she's just trying to kind of go into business for herself and put herself over. She was way, way into talking crap and getting in the faces of some of the wrestlers in the show. And I just thought she kind of stood out, made it very awkward.
Yeah, it's almost like they just said, go out there and be enthusiastic. We want, we don't have fans, so let's just make it, everybody's excited. And she just probably took it further than most.
Yeah, she even put Austin Gunn to shame.
Wow.
the series of events that I think will get a lot of pub was the DDT in front of Jake from Cody, and then turning it around, and then Archer hits the spine buster on Cody in front of Arn. I thought that was great. A great way to incorporate the legends without having Arn have to do a spine buster or Jake having I don't know if he could DDT anybody, but I thought that was awesome.
Yes, I think when they mentioned that on Dynamite that they were going to do a spine buster, I think that was like, first thought, how's that going to look? But they did incorporate the moves well. I liked it.
I kind of started figuring out what was going to happen when we saw Archer kick out of a springboard cutter from the top rope, which would normally put anybody away, I think on a 1 count. And then he hits the Rhodes family combination, the bionic elbow, the final reckoning, and the crossroads. He kicks out. The avalanche reverse suplex, he kicks out. And I'm just thinking, okay, like they're trying to make him look strong. I think Cody's going to take this. And after Tyson kicks Arn out for interfering, and then he kicks Jake out for I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why he gets kicked out. Like, I mean, I didn't get that part.
It's kind of like Jim Ross said, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
I know, just because, yeah. And then Jake comes and brings the snake back in. Tyson, who's now shirtless, stops him because I don't once again, don't know how that happened. And it distracts, and then Cody hits the 2 crossroads and gets the win. And I'll be honest with you, Donnie, this was deflating for me. I thought Archer was the right call. I don't know the backstage reasons and what TNT wanted. Obviously, they're involved in this, but I just felt that Archer would have been the better inaugural champion. It kind of deflated the show for me.
I think if Cody was going to be the initial champion, they shouldn't have put Archer in the tournament. I don't think. Let him keep on complaining that he can't get a match with Cody and all this, and Cody's going to be the champion. He can further say you're the golden boy of TNT. They want you to be their champion, the face of the company, and just run with that. They kind of built Archer as a guy who's beating all the enhancement talent. He barely even nobody even got offense on him all this time. And he's already in a big match and he got beat. Now it's like, okay, now what?
I think that would have been beautiful. I think that would have been great to have him still stay away from Cody through the tournament, still killing people. You could have even done the thing where he still beats up Dustin Rhodes to a bloody pulp. He could have come in at the end of a match, Dustin Rhodes, or even cost him Dustin a match in the tournament just to be like, hey, not only did I kill him, but I also cost him a chance at getting a title in his 50s. Right. They could have done all of that made a lot of sense and still been able to keep him away from losing and his first pay-per-view showing.
Yeah, I don't think the title needed to be in the mix between those two. They've got enough to feud about already, and they're not even really – Cody didn't come across as very mad about what's going on yet, and he should be in my mind. He's not fighting like, you guys put a snake on my wife and Jake was on top of my wife. You think you'd see a different reaction. Coming from back in the day, it would have been a blood feud, throw this in a cage, and somebody needs to die over this,
But he did drive his truck into a gate 3 feet away from where he started.
Yeah. When I saw the cut to the truck, I was like, oh shit, Cody is the baddest son of a bitch. He's about to ram the whole ring and all hell's about to break loose. And I think he moved about, I don't know, maybe 8 feet with the truck. And I was, he knocked over a one guardrail and he just got in the ring and I don't know, the fire just got lost somewhere between the truck and the ring on that night.
So overall, what do you think of the match?
I like the match. I mean, I like the opening. I think Archer got most of the offense throughout the match and came off strong. Like I said, the end got a little weird when they went into the spot where Arn interfered and everything. I think it just took a little long, and it was like, what's going on here type of thing. And I don't know. And for the other referee to come out, I was thinking dusty finish. Is that what's happening here? The other ref comes out, says Arn interfered. Are they going with a DQ here or whatever? It just got really strange. Let's ask Mike Tyson and let's throw over. It just got really weird at the end. But I agree. I don't think Archer should have lost that match because now they could come back and have Jake cut a great promo and continue things, but it's gonna take some effort now to rebuild that.
Yes, and so after that match, I'm fully deflated, and then they try to lift my spirits with going to the back with Alex Marvez.